Well, Coach, being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception. But this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Tennessee Titans.
Let's go. Let's do this. Ready. Blue 60. Watching your time. Stop your whining. Hey.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. And the catch made by Johnson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's Jack Fox now. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Here's Hill on the return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt, and it'll be Titan football.
Got it. 6 the mark, boys. 58-3. 218. Chop it. Go. Go.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. He finds Corey Davis. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Ready.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Go.
Now Bortles. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 33 yards that time.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Set up. 60 Pittsburgh. Blue down. Clear. Ready.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week, but the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
Bortles going to come up here on 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Derrick Henry. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Look at this, a tight end carry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Anthony Ferkser, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
General West. Back. Shoot.
They hand off to their big tight end. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Henry running right. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. And back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal.
Switch Highland, 64, weak.
He's checking. Crash. You got tape.
Hey, Foxtrot. Snap.
Now Bortles. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Jonnu Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
From the 24, Stafford, and that's complete to Jesse James. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 16 yards, a 1st down.
And the Lions' 1st down.
21-0 our score after 1. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
6-6, pull it high.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down and 4, Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 7.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now Stafford. He gets this one to Johnson. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I'll just figure there's something wrong with the football.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55.
5. Easy.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Barrett.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there.
61, matchbox. Let's go.
Bortles now on 1st down. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Go, just get it.
Shotgun now for Bortles. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Bortles now on the option left side. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Now it's Henry, and he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Double tight, double tight.
Ready, go.
On 2nd down, this is Cannon. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Down. 50. Plant. Hey, exit.
Down to lose one.
Set, go.
25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball. 25 to Mike. Got you.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. A big gain there on 3rd and long.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Orbit.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
X3, 218, chopper.
Switch.
But go.
They'll run it again with Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. They got to get to the 23 here on third.
Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs.
On third down, here's Cannon. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker. Try
and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Harold Landry in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Now Stafford going long here for Wallace. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
15 line. We ain't giving up nothing. Go.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Bortles nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. He's crashing. He's checking crash. White. 54. Mike 50.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's able to find Wallace. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Harold Landry, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going. On the NFL scoreboard, third quarter now in Lambeau. And it's the Bucs who have moved out in front in that ball game. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
56 the mic, boys. 56.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Under 10. Under 10.
On second down, here's Henry. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back now in Nashville, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's put that team on the
They'll run on first down with Cannon. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Tackle made by the third-round pick out of Louisiana, Tracy Walker.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
You ain't doing nothing.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Bortles. He gets it to Humphreys. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens...
And he will score! Touchdown, Titans! Derrick Henry with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point put through by Suckup, and the lead will swell by one more.
Makes the score Titans 38, Lions nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They go to Johnson again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, first down. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
260, 22. 54, any weapon. 54. Watch the run, watch the run. Big 20. Hey, turn it up.
On 2nd and 9. Stafford, they complete it to Hill. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. They're going draw play. Stafford to Johnson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Lions on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Easy.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start.
All day. 59.
Out of the gun, Stafford. He is going to find Hill here. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
Let's go, defense.
Pilot, 64, weak. 59.
Stafford on 1st down. It's Hill, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. Stafford now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Man up, D. Pick the edge. 10. Hey, Haywood.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Here we go.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And now look at him go. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And that will extend this big lead. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget it.
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Stafford flushed to his right. And the catch made by Johnson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw, Stafford. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you.
To throw again. Stafford eluding the pressure right. Gets this one to Hill. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 13-yard line. Now it's Stanford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Check 49, check 49. Double right. 53, ready. Hey, Echo.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Look behind you.
Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.